live. How's it going, everybody? This is Video Boy, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're finally going to be doing some MongoDB. Yeah, basically we're going to be converting the game's current code to be using MongoDB rather than what it's using right now, which is MySQL. For maybe the first half hour or so, we're just going to be playing around with MongoDB in a test program just to see how it works. And then after that, we're going to be actually converting the code. I'd say it should take maximum an hour and a half. And after that, we'll have some extra time. We'll probably just work on the tutorials. I also wanted to add compatibility for other web browsers than Chrome for the website. Because here, if we load up Firefox real quick. If you go to the Holobit website, the background images scale up using a filter. So they look all blurry, but we don't want to scale the filter. We want it to just scale up, without a filter. So yeah, we need to fix that. That shouldn't be too long, I don't think. I don't know, it depends. So I'm just going to tweet out that we're streaming now. Okay, there you go. Also, for tomorrow's stream, I don't think I'll be able to do it the whole day. Some people coming over on the weekend, and I need to prepare for that. So, of course, I never stream for the whole day. I meant I won't be able to stream for the full 3 hours. I might just do an hour and a half, I think. Okay, so let's get on with this. I just need to test something here. Okay, so I did add MongoDB to the system variables. Okay, that's fine. Just a test environment, so it doesn't really care. I don't really care too much about that. Okay. Wait, hold on. I have it set up here, I think. I have this archipelago test thing here. Oh, right now it's set up for the event system. Okay. We're going to have to change it back to using MongoDB. Actually, maybe it's not even this workspace. I think I still have that workspace for Mongo. I think it's here. Testing. So yeah, we're just gonna be playing around with this for maybe half an hour, doing some research and stuff. Okay, there you go. There's my MongoDB. I can delete this now. Actually, I'm going to back it up later. I won't delete that. Okay, so here we have some stuff. So the way MongoDB works is you have your database, right? Which we're accessing the test one. This is just creating a connection to the database, to the Mongo server. This is getting a database, and then from the database we can get a collection, which a collection is it's basically a table, if you're thinking in SQL ways. So we're getting the players table, and then .find is basically we're just going to get all of them. So we get an iterable, and we can loop through each what they call document in there, and we're printing it out. So let's just do it. I think I have some stuff in here, so we might be able to see some results. Okay, we have a couple of errors here. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. So these are some players that I've created just to fool around. So it auto generates an ID for you, which is really cool. And then this is the actual player data. So it's another document, and I made his name Poophead and his age 30. So yeah, that's basically it. You can easily add values to a table. Also, if a whatchamacallit, if an entry doesn't exist, and you use the insert one, it'll add the entry. And I think if you use insert, it will also update an entry if it already exists. Of course, you have to use the ID of it. I think that's how it worked. Anyways, I'm gonna have to do some more research here. But you can see here we're adding the name attribute, and then here we're adding the age. So it's pretty cool, I think. Hey Wayne, how's it going? So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little more research on how this works. So we're just gonna play around with this stuff here. Here, let's just. Collection. Yeah, it's going to be for the Archipelago servers. Not really the master login server. It's just going to be for the actual servers. So, well, I guess I can show you guys. If I load up PHP my admin here. Right now I have it set up with MySQL. It's here. So we just have like a players table, right? So we can store some players. This is all local because when I run the server, it's local. But yeah. So each server is going to have its own database for players and things like that. And then each player has a UUID that links to the actual account where the player's logged in with their email and their password and stuff. There's no actual passwords on the server. It's all in the Holobit login server. So yeah, that's how that works. Okay, I'm just gonna save this here. What is it? db.getCollection. Collection. Alright, so let's see what we can actually do here. So players dot. So there's some sort of bulk, right? Okay. Now how does the BSON filter work? New BSON. I haven't played around with this a whole lot, to be honest, so. Okay, so we return a BSON document. Okay. So we can add values here. So hold on a second, let's try this. If we put name and we put that poopy head thing. I don't know why I call it. I always use really childish names whenever I do this kind of stuff. Okay, how come we can't append? Okay, it needs a BSON value. right? Can I instantiate it? Okay, I'm gonna have to research this. I'll just close that. Oh, I have too many Chrome tabs open right now. Oh wait, I just need to see, am I loading this with Gradle? Oh man, how am I getting this? Hope I'm not linking by jar. No? What? Okay, it is here. Okay, good. Alright, so let's do some research in this here. Okay, this won't really help. Maybe in the future once we understand everything, but to start out, documentation like that isn't the best thing when you're just starting to learn something. Okay, Java driver. Okay, I remember coming here. Oh, okay. Alright. Didn't even know those existed, so BSON string. Now I'm guessing here we could put a string value. Okay, that makes sense now. I don't know why they did that way. Why couldn't they just have the constructor in the doc.append thing here? It'd make it more like universal, like here you have that. You have that thing there. Okay. Because, okay, the player is a separate thing within there. So we need to do doc.append player, and then can we do like a new BSON document? Yeah, we can do that. Okay, then in here we can do, take that out. Like that. And that should delete them all, I think. No? Well, thanks for that. It saved me a little bit of time, but I still need to find the documentation I was using before. Maybe it's this? No. That's the other one, maybe. Oh, why is it so hard to find the thing I had before? Okay, this is it. This is what I found. Okay, good. Okay, so you access the database, you get a collection, creating a document. Okay. Alright, then inserting the document, yeah. Okay, then there's insert many. Oh, that's kind of nice. You can actually count how many documents are within a collection without having to do a full query or anything. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's a query, I think. Query. Okay, and then there's the find. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm wondering. The query filter. EQ. Okay. So let's try that. How does that even work? I need to import this or something? Like some kind of static method or something. Yeah, it must be here. Model.filters or something like that. Do EQ. Okay, there you go. That was it. Let's just do name. Alright, I gotta get this call. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Now I want to see if we can actually just put a string in here like that again. Okay, we can. Alright, cool. Let's test this out. I don't think it'll work though. No, it didn't work. Because we have a sub-document player here, which I don't know why I did that. I don't know, maybe I read somewhere that it was the convention to do it that way, but that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. What if we put a new document in here. We put the name, and we put the value here. Would that work? No. That's weird. Well, it's not weird, it's just not too sure why it's doing that. Okay, let's just put the IDs in here one by one, see if that works. So it's underscore ID. And we're checking if it equals to, let's just copy one. And let's comment out this insert so we don't keep getting new ones every time. It didn't even delete that one? Huh. Maybe the EQ thing only works for find. Delete documents. Okay, but what is filter I? Let's look into that. Okay, that's just something they made up. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, so I'm guessing this checks for AND between these two. This seems like it's greater than, and this is less than or equal to, it seems like. Okay, so that's how you do the kind of conditions. It seems like queries are a little simpler, but this makes more sense for the kind of game like Archipelago because we're going to be storing map data and stuff like that. Yeah, today I just want to add the player stuff, and then tomorrow we might do the maps and things like that. Put them in the database. I mean, this should be working. Yeah, let's just drop the collection for now. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's not do it this way. I don't like this whole idea here. I don't know why I did like that. Okay, so create a new document. And we're putting in some values here. We'll put that. We'll put Johnny, whatever. X and Y. Okay, that works. That makes more sense, I think, like this. Okay, now let's try to do a delete again. Players dot delete one. Oh, we took out that thing there, the filters. That's a little annoying. I gotta say that you need to manually import. I guess it's okay, but okay, name. Alright, now let's see if it works. Yes, it worked. Okay, it's because it added one and then removed one. Okay, cool. Alright, now it's working. So I don't think we can have conditions that use subdocuments like that. And I don't think you can use the ID either, at least it doesn't seem. Here, let's try using the ID again, I'm curious. Oh, it's still there. Maybe you can't filter using the ID. MongoDB. This is interesting here. Yeah, that might be it too. Yeah, because I'd really like to use those IDs, because right now I'm using UUIDs that I generate. I don't know. It would be nice to not have two unique IDs per thing. Oh, okay. I don't know what language this is though. Doesn't say anywhere. It doesn't seem like it would work in Java, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. This is exactly what I need. Find document by ID. Object ID. Okay, so maybe it doesn't use a string, because right now we're testing it as a string. What if you put it like this? Yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. Because it's not actually a string, it seems. It seems like it's one of these objects. Okay, very cool. So I feel like I have a decent understanding of this now. I just want to do an update query. So let's insert our player back into there. I'm just going to add that so I don't get bothered by those things there. Okay. There's a lot of languages with really strict syntax. PHP is pretty bad, I find. Oh, we're doing PHP last semester, and so many syntax errors that people were getting. It's crazy. Really have to watch out for that. PHP can be a real pain in the butt, especially for people who are new to programming and stuff like that. Like, I didn't find it was too difficult, but like just the comprehension of it, our teacher wasn't explaining it very well either. Like understanding how it's a server-side script that runs and creates a document, and then that document gets sent to the client afterwards, and that the PHP isn't run on the client. So many students didn't even understand that by the end of the semester. It was a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Okay. Okay, so that's for setting stuff, I'm guessing. What is this? Oh, so you can actually increment. Yeah, I guess it's just pretty standard in the industry. I mean, for web, for server-side languages, I guess PHP might be one of the easier ones to use. We have some teachers that are really obsessed with Perl and stuff like that, that apparently are super complicated. I've never actually looked into them. So I guess PHP is kind of one of the easier ones, but our teacher didn't explain anything at all. I already did some research prior to that class about PHP, and I kind of knew how it worked already because I made a WordPress theme. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like our assignment was to create a website where people can order food and create an account and add stuff to their cart and then check out their cart and everything. We didn't add any payment stuff, but yeah, it was a pretty big assignment, but so many students didn't even finish it by the end. Okay, I should just get to work on this now. Okay, that's cool. You can increment stuff. I like that. So I guess you need to use this keyword here if you want to set. I don't know. Is that it? Also, what happens if I update one if it doesn't exist already? I think it's only tables that get created automatically, right? Not tables, collections. Okay, so let's test this out. Okay. And we're going to set the X to, yeah, we'll just keep that at 110. Alright, let's see how this looks. Okay, there you go. And if we do update many, it should update all of them. Alright, cool. I find MongoDB feels a bit faster than MySQL. I don't know. If I would have done these queries in MySQL, I feel like it would have taken a bit longer. Okay, so I guess we have everything we need, so let's start actually implementing it. Yeah, I'm just going to save this. Well, I'll have it on my computer. Okay, we're going to go back to Archipelago now. Okay, because, yeah, at first I thought that if a certain field didn't exist, like a certain document didn't exist, it would create it for you. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, though. I don't know, unless you're like trying to access one by the primary key, and the primary key doesn't exist, then it would create it for you. But you're not necessarily just updating my primary key, so. Well, it's pretty cool. It does the collections for you. I like that. Oh, I hope I didn't close it. Yes, I didn't. I'll keep it full screen. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's databases, right? You can't really change it too much. Not just for like the comprehension of the programmers that have to use it, but I guess also because there's kind of a philosophy behind it, and it was already designed fairly well. You can't change something too much. Okay, I'll have to think where did it... Okay, it's right here. Okay, I'm also just going to be copy pasting my code in here. I'm thinking that maybe I should just... Well, I'm going to back up this file first. I'm going to do like this here, and I'm just going to pretty much delete all this. Yeah, just delete it all. Oh, okay, this is in a thread, so I have all my create and update queries in a thread. Oh crap, I deleted a thread for update here. Get player count. Okay, that's how many players are. Okay, and then there's this date thing here. I wonder what's the standard. I guess we can just use this for well, we'll use a timestamp number. I think we do that here, or maybe not. Oops. No, I use the actual date. I thought I just used a number, like that represents the milliseconds since, what was it, like 1970 or something? Okay. So let's do this. I wonder if there's a way to see if we're actually connected. There must be a way to see it. Get address. Okay, so if we do client.getAddress, it should give us an error if we're not connected, and then we'll have this thing here. Let's also add a dispose method here so we can actually close the connection. What do you mean by that? Okay. Yeah, well, there's gonna be a bit of latency, but that only happens when the server starts, so that's fine. Oh, okay, you mean the latency for the chat? Okay, then here we're going to oh, also the database, I think, gets automatically generated if it doesn't exist. Oh, okay. That's good then. No, I don't want to do this. Okay, so now we can do a query here. Now what am I doing? Players dot find so we're going to be using and so equals so the name is equal to name and HBUUID is equal to HBUUID. Okay, we're going to need to get these things here. No one have access to all of them. Alright, go back to documentation real quick here. So if I just do find like that, okay, and I can do find dot first. Alright, now we can start filling up this data here. There's no .get float in here. So we'll have to use .get double. And then we can we'll cast it here. Can't cast from double to float? Okay, it's a double object. Yeah, it's about performance, but also I want to start storing map data to the MongoDB database instead of loading it from a file. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if we'd actually do that for the map because it might just be easier to. But we have some future plans for this kind of stuff here. We have some pretty good ideas. So we'll see. It just kind of makes more sense with like our, because it's more object oriented, right? And it just kind of makes more sense with the ideas that we have in the future. So it'll make things a bit easier. So I think this we can do dot. We can do dot float value. I like that. Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier. I was a bit focused on this. Okay, I'm going to load up the player data thing just so we make sure we get all the data. I need to see something. Doc get. Okay, so you can give default values. I like that. So we're going to do. Okay, so you need the hair, face, and body. Okay, so we should give it some default values here because it's just best practice. So I believe it's below server.get config spawn x. We can't have a default value for a double? Why? You have it for boolean or integer, but not for double? What is that all about? It's fine. Anyways, we know that the players will have an X and Y, so we don't need it for that. That doesn't make a lot of sense, though. We're going to change this to ID. I think also in player it's saved as ID, so we're going to change that. Oops. Okay, there you go. So we need to get the ID. There was errors with doing that before, so let's see how we fix that. I completely forgot. Oh yes, it was this thing here. It's not even 10 yet. I'm honestly pretty surprised. I have no idea. It's just being pretty weird. I need to do some manual imports too. Like the item there, for some reason, it just wasn't letting me do it automatically. Well, not a whole lot. It's just the those filter functions. There's no way Eclipse can really find them because it's a static import, so I don't think it would be able to do those. Anyways, it's done now, so. Alright. Okay, so they have their own date thing here, it seems. Okay, it's java.util.date. I guess they don't want any SQL. That may have broken something else here. Maybe not. Okay, and then flags is actually an array, so we're going to change that to an array now. Floags. Nice. Oh yeah, okay, this needs to become like that. Okay, we're gonna have to change some other stuff around here. Player flags manager. There you go. Oh, I did? Oh yeah, I didn't actually write it. Because I got tired because of so many different inventories. I just got tired and missed one. Okay, this looks good now. Get player data from user. So gets player data for all players belonging to the specific user. Okay. At least for this I don't need to use all the player data. There's just some values that I need here. Name, island, last played, weapon inventory. Oh, I really don't feel comfortable right now. Something with this chair. Okay, and how do we iterate through different docs? Find iterable like that. Let's just load up all the data. Alright, not bad. It's going not too bad. I'm like really tired right now though, all of a sudden. Okay, create player. Alright, this is not too difficult. We just need to make sure we have all the right stuff here. Okay. I saw your question. Hold on, I'll answer in a second. Oh yeah, we're inserting, so the ID gets created by itself. So we don't need this. Oh boy. Oh, okay, I'll answer your question now. For 3D, yeah, it seems not too bad. I've done a couple of 3D things in LibGDX. It seems pretty good, I gotta say. If I had to go with 3D and choosing Java still, I'd probably just stick with LibGDX. It's fairly comprehensive. But I don't really have any plans to do any 3D anytime soon, but maybe not even for tutorials. I don't think I'd do a 3D tutorial. And by Java core, do you mean like making games and stuff with the JFrame and all that? Is that what you mean? Looking at this, I'm kind of surprised it actually works. Oh no, so we changed the import completely. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Oh yay, all the inventory stuff. This is so long. Decrypt cosmetic bank. Inventory weapon consumables buffs. Yeah, I agree with you there. And that was kind of the main reason why I chose LibGDX as well in the start, because I didn't really know other languages very well. So definitely stick with what you know, unless you plan on doing something really like different, or like a crazy 3D game or anything like that. But if you're just indie studio, LibGDX is good enough. Okay, buffs, ammo, consumables only has 1 ammo. I want to rename this to date. A date here. Okay, and then finally the flags. Yeah, flags manager. We don't want this here. Get flags JSON. Flags data. Okay. I guess that's what I use with it. Wait, how did I do it? Just gonna go back here. I need to see how I loop through all this. You can just loop through flags like that. Okay. Now what's the best way to check if a field exists in MongoDB? Let's just test something here. Here's dot. There's no exist. I might need to test this first before we do that. Okay, let's do an update. This I think will work. Okay. Alright, now delete a player. So it actually uses a long here. Alright, cool. Okay, current time. I want to see if there's a way to do this. Oh, that'd be cool. We're gonna have to start organizing the translations eventually, since we're gonna be having an update soon enough. Now we're going to have to organize that. Seems like mostly everything in java.util.date is deprecated now. I don't know why they chose to do that with MongoDB. I mean, I guess it mostly works, so at least that. And this should work too. This one doesn't look deprecated. Yeah, that's good. Alright, I guess we can test it, see if it works. I just want to check this out first. I feel like my voice is a bit annoying today. I don't know what you guys think. It's pretty hard live streaming like this every day. Okay. False. No. Oh wait. If it's not equal to null. If it's not equal to null, that means it exists. So true. And if we do this, we mess up the name. False. Okay, good. Alright, so the code is good. Just need to change that to not equal null. I don't know if that's the best way to check if a field exists though in MongoDB. It seems to work. Let's just Google it real quick. Okay, there you go. That's exactly what I did pretty much. Alright, let's test this out. Let's see if it actually works. What was that username we used again? Joe the guy. The password is QWERTY. It keeps doing these console outputs. I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe there's a way to turn them off. Oh, we had some errors there. If we log out, what happens? Let's go back in here. Okay, so it looks like something happened. I'll close the client. Okay. One of those serialization trace errors. Couldn't find codec for class. Okay, so we have to register different classes that we're using? This is not the proper way to be doing it. Let's just create a new ID thing. Let's just do that. Oh, okay. Alright, thanks. I'll try that out in a second. Okay, so how to create new codecs? Okay. So for different objects, we actually need to write
okay. Okay, I guess we need to write that in, so let's do that. Yeah, we need to write up a codec. Might as well move our database manager here. So, what do we have in an item anyways? We have a color, we have durability, ID. Let's load up item here. I'll just get on GitHub. Do you have any tutorials for freshers also, or any sites you'd love to learn from that at the time of newbie? To be honest, I don't really have a whole lot of websites. I used to watch the new Boston on YouTube. He has a pretty good Java tutorial. It's getting a bit old now. The host is a guy called Bucky. He's really cool. Really chill guy. He does good tutorials for just basic Java stuff, but you said you kind of know that stuff already a bit, so might be a little bit too beginner for you, but I don't know, to be honest. Stack Overflow is a really good resource. Just make sure that you write good questions. Otherwise, people will just completely crap on you there, because yeah, just make sure you write good questions. You know, you make it clear what you're asking for. You make sure that the answer doesn't already exist. That's basically how I learned. But yeah, be sure not to annoy people on there, because they're a little short-tempered, I gotta say. Especially in the past couple of years. Okay, so we have an ID. So yeah, it's really annoying. Sometimes I do really good questions on Stack Overflow sometimes. Like I had one recently, but it was a duplicate. But the thing is was I wasn't able to find it already because I didn't know what it was called. What I need to do was here, I'll show you. If you go to holobit.net you can access post by doing /post, and then you put the post ID. So what I want to do is I want to be able to parse this post ID and use it as a get statement. So it would be like post.php, and it would print it out like that. I didn't know what that was called. I didn't know it was a .htaccess rewrite. So I just posted it there, and then they ripped me a new one, man. I'm serious. It was so stupid. Like, how am I supposed to figure that out, what this is called? I didn't know it was a rewrite. If I did, I would have found the answer immediately. So, I don't know. I think Stack Overflow, people need to calm down on there, because even if the answer already exists, if the question and the title of the post is completely different but the answer is the same, then it just makes sense to just keep it. Because what if someone else is searching for my answer and they use the same query that my Stack Overflow post title asks? I forget what it was. But the more different posts you have leading to the same answer that will fulfill different Google queries, the better, I think. But apparently to that community, they don't care. They just don't want duplicates at all. Anyways, I'm kind of ranting a little bit, but it really makes me mad. And I lose reputation on there too because of that. It's so dumb. Okay. Alright, I'm done the Stack Overflow rant. Okay, .write 32. I had no idea you actually had to write out codecs like this for MongoDB. It's not too bad. I think the only codec I'm ever going to have to write is this one, so I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, they really need to chill on Stack Overflow. They're taking themselves a little too seriously, I think. It's a community to help people, not just to get mad and stuff and to get reputation. I think that's what people want. They want really good questions that get a lot of views so they can get a lot of upvotes on their answer. Yeah, that's true too. There's a lot of people who are having a lot of problems with writing good questions on Stack Overflow. You have a lot of beginners who are kind of rude in a sense. You know, some stuff they just like post code and they get mad. But sometimes the Stack Overflow like people who answer questions and stuff, they just take it a little too far. But yeah, there definitely are a lot of really crappy answers. Yeah, definitely. Also, Ravi, if you need some extra help, you can always ask me. I have my email. I post it in the comment section to people who need extra help, and you can just send me an email if you have a specific question. And people on Stack Overflow are being mean to you. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, you see that a lot on. Sometimes when there's like at the end of a semester or something, you see maybe 3 or 4 questions asking about almost the exact same thing because it's a really big school assignment. Like I remember one year I went on there. Um, there were a bunch of students asking about how to write a elevator automation program, and it was so obvious they all had the exact same school assignment, and people were posting about it in the comments of the different posts. It was pretty funny actually. But if you need help with stuff like figuring out logic and things like that, it's honestly the best thing to do is to do it on your own. Or maybe if it's something really complicated, you can do some research. But finding the solution on your own is much more rewarding, and um, it's just better for you to when you're learning to do different things. Okay, now I just need to register this thing, and it should be good. How do I register this? Can I add a codec in here? Maybe not. Okay. Okay, so you need to create some sort of options here. Yeah. Sorry, I saw your comment before. I just didn't really acknowledge it. Yeah, there's a lot of information on there. I gotta say, without it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people won't even have a career in computer science. Even myself, like, I've used Stack Overflow so much. Finding answers on there, sometimes you just do the perfect Google query. You find the answer on the first thing there, and it gives it to you like one line of code or something. It's like perfect. Like I'm using it right now, As we're talking, I'm learning about this stuff here. Uh, Okay, all this needs to be before that. Then we need to pass 2717, and then here we need to pass the options. Alright, let's test this out now. Codec configuration exception. Can't find the codec for class. Oh, come on. I just added it here. Oh, maybe this guy's code was accurate. Alright, see ya. Hey, thanks for your help. Helped me out a couple little times there. I'm not sure what's going on here. This thing's a bit not very good. It doesn't really tell you how to actually register the codec. Let's copy this in and see what we get. So Mongo client.get default codec registries. What are these provider things here? Why why is it having the dot 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 here? Come on. Do we need to create our own or something? Huh. This is a bit annoying. Just a bit. Don't really understand why this doesn't work. Maybe there's an error here when we're adding it. Right value. Can't find a codec for class. Maybe it can't find the codec for... No, because it knows how to handle arrays, I think. Hey. Yeah, sorry, this is probably not the most entertaining thing ever. Hey, well, hello from Canada. It's not the most entertaining thing ever. I'm trying to figure out this thing here. This is being really annoying. Oh, maybe this. Looks like we have to pass. Yeah, Canada's a nice country. Russia looks nice too. Okay, there you go. Okay, it looks like we need to create a constructor. That's not exactly what I want to do, though. From registries. This would be useful for player data, actually, now that I think of it. Maybe we'll rewrite that later, but this is completely whack. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the stream here. I'm going to post this on Stack Overflow and try to figure it out. I should have another tutorial out this afternoon. Well, maybe a bit later tonight. So I guess I'll see you guys then. Sorry I had to end the stream like this, but that's what happened. This is kind of boring anyways to watch. Yeah, this is such a pain. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.